Hello there everyone, Jedi Brick here. Today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a newer Indiana Jones set. This is LEGO Indiana Jones set 77013, Escape from the Lost Tomb. It has 600 pieces, and I was building this live yesterday on a Indiana Jones Halloween themed live stream on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching that. I always appreciate your support when it comes to those live streams, and I had a lot of fun building this. So taking a look here at the box first, you can see how we have all four minifigures there at the bottom. We have Marion, Ravenwood, Indiana Jones, Sala, and a mummy. So on the front of the box, you can see one of those statues falling over, knocking over the wall. We have some snakes and stuff on the bottom there. We have the mummy, and we have Sala moving the ark, as well as a few other play features being displayed there at the front. You can see the Indiana Jones, really nice looking box art there, kind of reminiscent of the original Indiana Jones sets back in 2008 with the whip. You get that really nice Indiana Jones logo there, as well as the Lego version of Indiana Jones. Flipping this over, you do have the side box art right there. And at the back, you can see all of the play features in the set, as well as some more pictures of the figures. So taking a look at these minifigures, of course we had to start with Indiana Jones himself, and they did a really nice job with this minifigure. All these parts are brand new, as well as exclusive to the actual set that he comes out in. And I really want to start off at the top of this minifigure and talk about this hat piece. This is an amazing new mold they introduced just for this character, and it comes in all of the Indiana Jones sets. As you can see, you do have a really nice darker brown brim on the top of the hat, and you also have hair on the actual hat. Taking that hat off, you can get a better look at that, how it's molded into the hat itself, and that gives you an opportunity to have a second face for Indiana Jones. So on the back there, we have a more concerned or upset look, and we have a more confident smirk. So I also wanted to bring in the older version of Indiana Jones so you can kind of see the difference there, taking off the whip and the gun that I had on this figure. And you can get a better look at the actual minifigures. The difference is just crazy. You can see I do prefer the actual face of the older Indiana Jones. I think he does look quite young in the newer version. I think he should look older. I don't know. He just has a more, younger looking face. You can see the difference in the actual legs. There's not a huge difference, but the print has definitely been updated with the holster and the better belt printing and everything. And the jacket just looks very different than what we had back in 2008. And of course, no back printing back on that older minifigure, and also no alternate head print. You do get back printing and an alternate head for this minifigure like I just showed you. You get that more concerned look. So I think it's a very night and day difference between these two, even though I definitely think this Indiana Jones has still held up and is very nostalgic to me and a lot of other people. I do prefer this one a lot more. Now for the second minifigure in the set, and unfortunately I don't have an original to compare this one to. Here we have Marion Ravenwood. So this is her outfit where she wears the white dress and actually falls into the tomb. And I think this is a really nice looking minifigure. As you can see down here with the legs, we have dual molded with white on the top and her regular skin tone there at the bottom. I think that looks really nice. Definitely a very unnecessary thing for them to do, but they went ahead and did it anyways. I really could have expected them just to give her white legs with maybe some leg printing on there, but they went and did the extra mile and gave her dual molded legs, which I think look really nice. You can see she doesn't have any sleeves on the dress. She does have a really nice head print too, and that does have an alternate face there on the back with a more confident smirk. And you also do get really nice back printing on there as well. You can see the dress kind of has a U-shaped, and you can see her back on there. She does come with this accessory of a torch to kind of keep the snakes away from when they're trying to figure out how to escape the tomb. So that's just two pieces with the telescope piece thing and an actual flame piece. So the actual last name character of the set here is Sala. This is a very iconic character from the Indiana Jones franchise, and this is our first time getting him in LEGO, and I think it is long overdue. So you can see he does have no leg printing, which is very unfortunate. We could have gotten some really nice leg printing, even if it was some more detail. They didn't give him any, which I think is very unfortunate. But moving up to that torso, that is an exclusive torso for this minifigure. You can see it does have back printing there with some really nice stripes, and the orange belt goes all the way around. No alternate face on him, unfortunately, because it would show with his head wrap. But I do like the face they gave him, his iconic smirk from the show, or not the show, the movies. And he does have a head wrap piece right there. And I believe that is the one they use for Dengar when it comes to Star Wars. But it could be different, but that's where I think it's from. But let me know if I'm wrong in the comments down below. And the final minifigure we have in this set here is a mummy. This is a really cool inclusion for this set. Although it was very unnecessary, I'm glad that they went ahead and included one. I think this is my favorite Lego mummy they've ever made. I think it is definitely more realistic than the white bandage wraps that we usually get when it comes to mummies. Here we have a dark tan torso and legs and head, with some light tan for the arms. You can see that detailing is on the back of the head as well as the back of the torso, and it just looks so nice. You can see that the eyes are kind of white and look like they're glowing a little bit, and I think that detail is just really nice. I like the detail on the torso and the legs as well. This is a really nice minifigure. They definitely didn't have to include something like this for the set, but I'm glad they went ahead and did. It does become a play feature later on in the set, and we'll take a look at that in just a minute. But this is a really nice minifigure and definitely one of my favorites. So now moving on to the actual set itself, I did put Indy on there just so you get a better sense of the scale of the set and how tall these statues are compared to a minifigure. So I want to start off actually talking about these statues, and these are supposed to represent like dogs or pharaohs or something. I'm not too sure what they are exactly, but you do get two of them in the set, and they are identical builds, so you can moving those around, you can kind of see a bit of their construction there. They're both identical. You can spin them around on their pedestal statue things. You can also open and close the mouths quite a ways, but you're supposed to kind of have it just at an angle. Really nice detail on those. You get 2 stickers for each one. You get that 2x4, and you get 2 of these ones on those curved slope things right there. Really nice designs for these. I'm not a fan of those stickers though, because those were kind of tricky to get on there and try to get them lined up as well as possible. But I do like the way they turned out. Really nice builds for the statues. But I'm going to take a look at the actual center of the temple. So moving my camera and everything down just a little bit, you can see there at the bottom of the ground and everything, you have some snakes. And I think that was a great inclusion because there are a lot of snakes in the scene, and Indiana Jones is afraid of snakes, so you can have Indy and Marion with the fire trying to keep them at bay. And I think that's a really good inclusion for the set. But moving over here to the side, you do have lots of empty floor for more play. I guess I didn't add all the snakes in though, because there is a clip without anything on there. All right. So right here, you can kind of get a better angle of the arc and its little stand thing. Also, I do want to highlight this sticker really quick. If I zoom in, you might be able to see some droids in Star Wars. There, my camera's focused now. That, of course, is everyone's favorite protocol droid in Astromech, C-3PO and R2-D2. So they did go ahead and put a Star Wars reference in this set, just like the original. If you guys don't know, George Lucas, of course, made Star Wars, but he also helped produce Indiana Jones. He came up with the character and helped Steven Spielberg's vision for this movie come to life. So I'm really glad they put an Easter egg into Star Wars in this set, just like the original. Of course, you do have 3PO and R2-D2 right there. So I think that's a great Easter egg in this set. Probably one of my favorite parts of the set, actually, how they reference those two. But moving on to the rest of the build here, you can see how we have the Ark of the Covenant right there. And we'll take a look at that on its own in just a minute. But moving this over from another angle, you can see that you do get 2 of these sarcophagi, mummy, casket things. Those are all one big sticker. So that's a 2x6 on a little panel that's just stuck to the wall here. If I can maybe get it out and show you guys. Get a closer look. Maybe it's kind of stuck. But no, Okay, so getting a closer look there at that sticker, you can see it's gold printed on a dark blue 2x6. And the detail on that is just crazy good. I like the way that came out a lot. But I wish that was printed. I did mention in my live stream quite a bit how I wished a lot of these stickers were printed and how LEGO would just print stickers on pieces in general, because I think we're long overdue for that change, especially if they do it for the 4+ sets and some of the more expensive sets. Why not just do it for everything at that point? But you do get 2 of those in that set, and they do just clip to the walls back there. I am going to freehand just a little bit now for the review, because it does get kind of cramped in there, and I want to give you guys the best view as possible. So here we have the front part, of course, with Indy and Marion, and you do get this little archway that leads up to the Ark of the Covenant. Moving Indy and Marion right there, you can see there are some stairs that lead up there, and that 2x4 jumper plate thing is the only thing that keeps the Ark secure, and you do have some studs around that to place some minifigures for play. So as you can see, you can just kind of stick Indy right there, or Sala, or another character. And I really like the way that came out. They do give you a lot of open space for play, and I think that's great. But moving over here to one of the play features of the build, they do give you some extra snakes for the set. So I'm going to take this blue one, and I'm going to stick it in this little slot thing right there. And then if you take this lever right here, you move that up, you can see that snake comes right out of the wall right there. I'll show you guys again just from a different angle. So moving that, I think that's a really neat little feature. And you do have some snakes coming out of other little corners and stuff. You can see one coming out of the pedestal right there. So there are some more snakes popping out of some of the corners in the set, and I think that's really cool that they included that stuff. But now I'm going to move on to another feature. So of course, just like in the movie, the way they escape the lost tomb is by taking one of these statues and knocking over the wall so they can escape. And of course, LEGO made that a play feature in this set. So what you're going to do is take this lever right here on this statue on the right, and you're going to move that forward, and boom, the tower or the statue falls down, also knocking over this side of the wall. And I think that's just an amazing play feature. I'm just going to show you guys that one more time. So this lever right here, statue, then the wall. It's just amazing. I like the way that came out. Very smooth. Of course, it's pretty much just physics, so nothing really intricate. But the way they did this, I really like. They took one of these black rubber kind of Technic pieces right here. I'll show you guys that up close. And they just attached it right here, kind of sticking out. So when that falls, it's just hitting that rubber piece instead of just hitting the plastic. So taking that off, it would sound like this. Like it's just very noisy and everything. It could probably dent the bricks after a while, but that just breaks the fall. I like the way that they included that. I think that was a really nice feature that they didn't have to include, but they did it anyways. So taking a look here at the side of each wall, you do get these really ugly gray Technic beams on either side, but that is mostly to secure the actual foundation of the wall because they are very thin. Taking a look at that, it's only like 1 to 2 bricks wide, so it's not going to be the sturdiest thing in the world, but they went ahead and made it stronger by adding these gray Technic beams. I do wish they were a different color. If they made them in tan, that would be a lot nicer. It would be a lot more like attractive to the eye, but they didn't, which is unfortunate. But I think when it comes to structure, it doesn't really matter that much. But of course, when you knock over that statue in the wall, you can take Indy, walk him along. And then here is the final play feature of the set. You can have him just kind of, standing right there. You're going to pull this lever right here, and then that will knock, well, let me try that again. Pull that lever, and in theory, that is supposed to knock down this little wall right there. Let me move the light so you guys can see that just a bit better. That moves down this whole wall with this mummy right there. So zooming in over there, you can see how the mummy is just kind of placed on that stud right there on the gray. Just stick him on there, and you pull that gray lever pull thing out, and then he will fall down. So I think that's a really neat little play feature, and you also can have, Indy and Marion go through this little catacomb area. You can see him right there. And you also do get a really nice sticker in there as well. You can see some eyes and some cobwebs glowing through there and some hieroglyphs there on the... So now taking a look at the actual Ark of the Covenant, I think it's kind of disappointing for what was represented in the films. I don't like how they just gave you one of these yellow 2x4s, the same color as the rest of the yellow bricks in the set, and they just made you put a sticker on either side. You can see the other side and then that side. They just gave you like a gold looking sticker to put on there. I think that's really does not look good. I wish they would just give you a pearl gold 2x4 instead to kind of match with the rest of it, then maybe put a sticker on there. I don't know why they went with that color. I think that just does not look very good, but I do like the way they added the stuff on the top for the angels or the wings there with those handlebar looking pieces. But unfortunately, this also does not open, so there's no way to like pretend to open the Ark or anything, which is kind of unfortunate. That would have been a cool thing to add to the set, but they didn't include that for some reason, so that's kind of a shame as well. I think it's an okay build, but I might try something else like a custom version, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep this version. But so now for my final thoughts on this set, I think I'm going to rate this set an 8 out of 10. I really like the way this translates into LEGO. I like the amount of play features that they put into this as well. And I think this works for a good display set or a great play set. You do get a lot of options to display it, like if you wanted to have the wall coming down or something, or you wanted to have them like hiding and stuff from the snakes. There's a lot of options for that. And I think that is really good for a play set. I should also mention this set does retail for $40 here in the United States, but I did get this on sale for about $35 or $30. I don't exactly remember, but I think this set is definitely worth that $40 price point, and of course you can find it on sale nowadays. And I think this set just is really nice, and if you're contemplating on whether you should buy it before it retires, I would say buy it. Also, Indiana Jones is not coming back for the foreseeable future when it comes to LEGO, so this might be your only chance to get a set like this. That goes for the other Indiana Jones sets as well, but we're only talking about this one here. And I think this is just a really amazing set. You do get really nice details, and the color scheme on this is very nice too. You get those really nice hieroglyphs there in the back. You get that really nice Star Wars reference there on the side. You get some more stickers on that side as well. You do get really nice play features too if you're looking to buy it for someone younger. There's a lot of stuff for everybody when it comes to this set. Now, this is one of my favorite movies, like I mentioned before, so there might be a little bit of bias there, but I just think this is a really amazing set for an amazing movie. And that's why I would rank this so high. You do get really nice minifigures too. This really nice Indiana Jones minifigure. He does come in some cheaper sets, but the Raiders outfit is much more iconic than the Last Crusade version, so I kind of wanted that version of Indiana Jones anyways, but I definitely would recommend this for any Indiana Jones fan. But with all that said, I think that's going to do it for today's review. I really like this set a lot. Again, if you are thinking about buying it, I would honestly go out and do it. Amazing set. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it when you guys watch stuff like this. I've been having a lot of fun on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I'm getting very close to 300 subscribers, and I'd love to meet that by the end of this year. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff. When that time comes, I'm going to be doing a Battle Pack, a live stream for LEGO Star Wars. Also, my 100th video is going to be coming out very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you guys haven't already, please consider joining my Discord. It is completely free. That link will be on my homepage. There's also going to be some videos popping up on your end screen right now, or they're already there. So please check out one of those if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm the Jedi Brick. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.